Join me as I dive into the drama and try to figure out if Sarah Jakes Roberts really was caught being toxic by T.D. Jakes himself. Sarah Jakes Roberts and T.D. Jakes are prominent figures in the Christian community, with T.D. Jakes being a renowned bishop, author, and speaker, while Sarah Jakes Roberts is a pastor, author, and motivational speaker. They are also father and daughter, making their dynamic a unique blend of family and ministry. Their influence and popularity have garnered a significant following, but like any public figures, they are not immune to controversy and criticism. Is Sarah Jakes Roberts just a mirror of her famous father, T.D. Jakes? Behind the glamorous image lies a toxic family dynamic and a relentless pursuit of money that no one's talking about. You won't believe how deep this legacy of manipulation and greed runs and how it's tearing their family apart. Stay with me because the truth will shock you. Today we're pulling back the curtain on Sarah Jakes Roberts and her complicated relationship with her father, the well-known megachurch pastor, T.D. Jakes. On the surface, it looks like a picture-perfect family, faith, success, and influence. But beneath it all, a pattern of toxic behavior and a laser focus on money that mirrors her father's controversial legacy. In this video, we'll reveal insider details and little-known facts about their family dynamics, financial battles, and how their public personas might be hiding darker truths. You won't believe the behind-the-scenes tensions and struggles they've faced. It's a story full of surprises and shockers. Stick around because this is where it gets really interesting. By the end, you'll see Sarah Jakes Roberts in a completely different light and understand why some say she's just like her daddy, both toxic and after only money. Ready? Let's dive in. To understand Sarah Jakes Roberts today, you have to start with her father, Bishop T.D. Jakes, a towering figure in American religious and cultural life. Known for his mega sermons, best-selling books, and influential leadership, T.D. Jakes has built an empire that extends far beyond the pulpit. His public image is one of strength, spiritual wisdom, and success. But behind that public persona lies a family story that is far more complex and some say troubled. Sarah Jakes Roberts grew up in this environment, surrounded by wealth, faith, and an expectation to uphold the Jakes legacy. From a young age, she was thrust into the spotlight, navigating the dual pressures of living up to her father's stature while forging her own path. Sources close to the family reveal that the Jakes household was a place of high expectations, but also intense control. The patriarch's leadership style, described by some insiders as authoritative and demanding, shaped Sarah's upbringing, instilling a relentless drive but also fostering emotional distance. There have been whispers of a toxic dynamic at play, where love and approval were sometimes conditional on success and conformity. This is a pattern that Sarah has both struggled against and, according to critics, sometimes replicated. Financially, the family's empire has grown exponentially, but so has the tension around money. The Jakes brand isn't just about ministry, it's a business, and money flows in many forms: book deals, speaking engagements, merchandise, and more. Navigating this world as a family means money is always a major part of the conversation, sometimes at the expense of personal relationships. This section sets the foundation for understanding why many say Sarah Jakes Roberts is following in her father's footsteps, both in her achievements and in the challenges she faces with toxicity and money-driven motives. Sarah Jakes Roberts has built a powerful platform over the years: author, motivational speaker, pastor, and media personality. She's widely celebrated for her messages of empowerment, healing, and overcoming adversity. Many look up to her as a beacon of strength and transformation, especially given her early struggles with teen pregnancy and personal setbacks. But beneath the inspirational veneer lies a complicated story. Sarah's rise is deeply intertwined with her father's influence. While her achievements are her own, the Jakes brand undeniably paved the way for opportunities, from book deals to speaking circuits and ministry leadership roles. This connection has sometimes sparked debate among critics, who question whether her success is based more on legacy than merit. More importantly, Sarah's public image has faced scrutiny for echoing some of the same controlling and sometimes toxic behaviors associated with her father. Observers point to moments where her communication style appears rigid or dismissive, especially when addressing critics or dissent within her audience. Some say this mirrors the authoritative environment she grew up in, where control was a way to maintain order and protect the family brand. Financially, Sarah's career also appears to follow a similar pattern, a sharp focus on monetization. From multiple book releases to paid speaking engagements, online courses, and merchandise, Sarah has built an empire that thrives not only on faith, but also on a clear business strategy. While this is common in today's faith-based influencer world, it also feeds into narratives that accuse her of prioritizing money over genuine spiritual connection. There have also been reports and rumors within church circles suggesting that some of Sarah's decisions, like partnerships or endorsements, were motivated more by profit than by ministry calling. These whispers hint at an ongoing tension between faith and finances, a struggle that has long shadowed the Jakes family. What complicates matters further is the way Sarah's relationship with her father plays out publicly. While they frequently appear united and supportive, insiders say there are undercurrents of rivalry and unresolved conflicts. Some speculate that this fuels competitive energy in Sarah's career, a desire not just to succeed but to outshine the patriarchal figure she both reveres and resents. This section uncovers how Sarah's public persona, built on empowerment and faith, coexists with the same patterns of toxicity and financial focus that have marked her father's legacy. When we look beyond the public spotlight, Sarah Jakes Roberts' personal life reveals a more complex and troubling picture, one where the toxic patterns she inherited seem to play out most painfully. Sarah is a mother and wife, roles she embraces publicly as part of her faith and empowerment message. But sources close to the family say her closest relationships have faced intense strain, often fueled by the same controlling and money-driven behaviors she is accused of in her public life. The marriage and family dynamic. Sarah's marriage, though portrayed as strong and faith-centered, reportedly has not been immune to these pressures. Multiple insiders suggest that the demands of maintaining a public image of perfection create enormous tension behind the scenes. Allegations of toxicity against Sarah Jakes Roberts have surfaced, with some critics accusing her of being divisive and hurtful in her interactions, particularly on social media. These accusations suggest that her responses to criticism or opposing views can come across as dismissive and condescending. Some have pointed to instances where she has seemingly belittled or mocked those who disagree with her, raising concerns about her approach to dialogue and conflict resolution. Furthermore, there are claims that she has used her platform to attack individuals and groups she perceives as threats to her ministry or message. The context behind these claims is complex, with social media reactions playing a significant role in amplifying the controversy. Many have taken to platforms like Twitter and Instagram to express their support for Sarah Jakes Roberts, while others have been vocal in their criticism. Past incidents, such as her handling of criticism from fellow Christians, have also contributed to the narrative that she can be toxic. It's essential to consider these factors when evaluating the situation and forming an opinion. T.D. Jake's response to the situation has been noteworthy. As her father, he has a vested interest in resolving the issue and protecting his legacy. While he hasn't directly addressed the allegations, his actions and public statements have implications for their relationship and the future of their ministries. The dynamics between T.D. Jakes and Sarah Jakes Roberts are multifaceted, with their bond as family members influencing how they navigate public controversies. The situation with Sarah Jakes Roberts raises important questions about accountability, conflict resolution, and the responsibilities that come with a public platform. The implications for both Sarah and T.D. Jakes are significant, as their reputations and ministries are at stake. Their approach to addressing these challenges will likely have a lasting impact on their relationship, their followers, and the broader Christian community. If you have any thoughts on this drama, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. If you're interested in more content like this, be sure to check out my other video on the latest updates in the world of Christian celebrity news. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.